In the GT1 category, the story is all about Corvette Racing as the most dominant team in American Le Mans Series history bids farewell to the GT1 thundering Corvettes for the last appearance for this team in this car in North America. But mid-season, they will return with a brand new GT2 challenge. 5, the cellulosic ethanol. Oh, and the number 3 is making a call to the pits. Got a great jump at the start, Bill, but this is very early, I think.
It's extremely early, and I wonder about this, that there usually is a different strategy employed by each of 2 cars in the same team just to separate them. The big risk at this point, should a yellow come out now, then the other car can make it stop under yellow and thereby gain a huge advantage because he stopped when the track was green. So the other car would be way, way ahead. That's a big gamble.
Well, there must have been some issue, perhaps some problems with tires, whatever, that they just felt they needed to change.
I think so. I think they would have changed for sure just to get an idea on what the wear was like on the tires. Plus, they would have filled up. And at this point, they may only need a splash of gas.
All right, well, they are back out, but of course they've lost a lot of track position.
Boost.
Let's check in on what's happening in GT1. Currently, it is the number 4 Corvette, Olivier Beretta, the pilot of that one, who qualified on pole, extending his own record string of poles. But there were some interesting developments with a very early pit stop by the team car, which had been leading.
Yeah, absolutely, Greg. Bill, you called that perfectly right. The tire was a puncture problem, and telemetry picked it up. They were able to keep the car at race speed, get it back here, and change it before it went flat. Now, what I was going to talk about, Bill, is the fact that we're hearing down here a lot of pickup problems with the tires picking up the rubber that's been spent. And this is a road course. Of course, that puncture was probably a piece of a car that came off. And on a road course, that stuff washes off the outside of the racetrack. But we're on a street course, and the concrete walls keep it in.
Boy, and how many times have both you and I, Dorsey, had puncture problems that they can be scary as all get out. So that telemetry sure is nice to have on board these cars.
Absolutely. I mean, that saved him a lot of lap time because he was able to keep the car at speed. Now, we've gone past the 30-minute rule, and what I'm talking about is the driver has to be in the car for 30 minutes to get points in it. With that being said, you're going to see pit stops happening. One already did happen with the Flying Lizards, and it was Darren Law in the car replacing Seth Nyman. That was a normal pit stop. They'll go on and out of here.
Now, Dorsey, for the number 3 Corvette, though, the problem was that stop happened before that driver change window opened. So they still, even if they get through on the rest of the race on the tires, they still got to do a driver's change, don't they?
Yeah, Greg, you're absolutely right. They'll have to come back in and do another one, so that puts them in a huge disadvantage if they don't get a yellow to get it done under.
Well, that definitely puts them a bit
for a little bit of a block problem from another car, and he wants to prove himself.
Number 4 Corvette is indoors.
Yeah, they're here, and this is the final stop in the United States for these boys, the C6. It's Olivier Beretta getting out, Ollie Gavin on the way in right now, and watch these guys work. This is the most polished team on pit road. They seldom make a mistake. I'm here if they do, though.
Almost looked like Ollie had a bit of trouble getting in, Dorsey. I know he's a big, tall guy, but...
Yeah, he's a very big, tall guy, no doubt about that. Now watch these guys on the tires. It's just chemistry down here that know exactly what they're doing. Rear's on, no problem. All the way back down again. They'll fire the car under its own power. And gone.
Wouldn't you love to go to your local gas station in that one?
And have that kind of service.
Well, we know that's impossible.
Yeah, and you did see, folks, the number 3 Corvette did pick up the lead because of that pit stop. But remember, because of the rules regarding driver changes, that 3 car must make another stop. So
yes,
it's going to all unfold as to what happens now, cautions and traffic. There's so much involved here.
3 car back in the pits.
Oh, and it's not in the pits. This is really bad news.
Go to the right. If you can, go to the right. Get a safe spot over there.
That's Crew Chief Danny Binks.
Get over there.
Oh.
All right.
Directing Johnny O'Connell. You get the look. You can see Johnny. I'm sure he's heartbroken. The last appearance in the
I'm on my way. On my way.
in North America for these just glorious GT1 Corvettes. And the report, Bill, I think we heard a broken hand shaft.
And the 4 car is going to have a very substantial lead. Now, that's terrible for Johnny. I know he would... I thought maybe we were going to listen to the radio for a sec.
All right.
He was saying earlier today he really had mixed feelings that, yes, he is very excited about the new GT2 Corvette that they've been developing, but this is the girl that he's been to the dance with for a couple of years now. Just loves that car.
We're going to hop on board here and see if we can hear the moment, Bill.
Let's just listen. That's it.
Oh, snap to half shaft. There go the crew. That is Danny Binks on the right heading down there. And your overall race leader, Scott Sharp, brings that. So that's exciting. In GT1, a tremendous result for the number 4 Corvette, but for the team, for Corvette Racing, perhaps a bit of a bittersweet moment as you take a look at the run order there. Of course, the problems for the number 3 Corvette. Let's get down to Dorsey Schrader with Ollie Gavin.
Here with Team Corvette, Ollie Gavin. Of course, you win the race, but I know you wanted to battle the sister car to the end. It just wasn't to be.
No, it wasn't to be today, but, you know, the Compaway Chevrolet Corvette was fantastic for us today, and, you know, the Michelin tyres were wonderful underneath us. You know, it's a tricky racetrack, and you need to have good tyres underneath you the whole time. Thanks to Bib, and thanks to Olivier for handing the car over to me in great shape, and, you know, we're onto the big race now at Le Mans, and really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I was about to say, how are you guys prepared? Are you all ready to go?
Oh, absolutely. You know, we're always ready here at Corvette Racing. So, you know, I'm sure it's going to be a great battle between the 63 car and the 64 car. We're going to have some good competition out there with some really fast Corvettes and Aston Martins and Lamborghinis. So, you know, we're going to have a work cut out, but we're going to try and bring that trophy back to Corvette Racing.
Good job, boys.
Thank you.
Yeah, well